Alrighty. Hello.
Hello.
How is everyone doing?
I need to go down a bit, right? Yeah, I need to go down because
Wait,
otherwise I don't have a forehead.
I'll fix everything. Don't worry about it.
No, it's okay. It's okay. I'll play like this.
I'm too high again.
Don't worry. I swear to God, I am not even touching your guys' cameras. Okay.
Dude, he messes up our cams every single time just so
yeah, it's gotta be me. The guy that doesn't touch anything. Gotta be me, dude. All right.
You wanna sit? Now I'm fine. Okay. I'm gonna sit straight. Okay.
Yeah, sit straight, please.
And I don't have a forehead again.
Wait. I'll fix it. There we go. Let's.
The thing is that in the middle of the episode, Borna is already like laying down.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh.
I have the camera adjusted for his most common position. It's not my fault that he's dying mid-episode. Okay.
Listen, dude. Listen. I
suffer
from old age. Okay.
Sure.
At 36-year-old already. Yikes, bro.
Yes.
All right. Anywho.
I smell popcorns.
Just one quick thing that I would like to mention before. So before we start, so as you guys know, we are currently on fundraiser time for Rune, for art and a ton of other stuff. There's a new character, a new person incoming. Yes. Chad already knows this. You guys are about to get a surprise soon, so we'll see. We'll talk about that when the surprise comes. But yeah, we've already got some donations towards this, so I would like to thank once again the community for supporting the project. Yeah.
69 cents. It's
Guess who it was? I actually don't guess. It was Speed. Speed did it. Yeah, he's my man.
I actually don't guess.
Yeah, he's on top of the 69. My man's on top of 69.
But do you know what would be awesome?
What?
69.
You know, I told chat that if I get to 69 euros, I myself am gonna put up an Among Us group, and I'll play Among Us with. Well, you guys are included in this group, but more people even that I know.
You just don't wanna admit that you had fun playing Among Us the other day.
I played Among Us for like 15 minutes, Born. I don't know if I had fun.
And you had fun. It's okay. And it's okay. Just admit it.
Sure, whatever.
With friends.
Yeah, I love that game. So
I'm not saying
Thank you. Someone clip it.
Friends, it's okay.
I'm not saying that you love the game.
Now with
I'm saying
randoms.
you had fun.
All right. Anyway, so yeah, we have that going on. So everything that you guys donate, of course, during the Rune streams and my streams is going to be directed towards this goal. And when we reach 69, yeah, yeet, we're gonna do the thing. So once more, for all those that are here and are new and have not caught up with the episodes, we have a YouTube channel, !YouTube, or scroll down below onto the Rune logo, click it, and you'll be taken to the YouTube channel. Also, on my Discord, it is now posted, and I will pin it, a group of all, or a document with all of the recaps of the episodes so far. So whoever does not have time to watch, there is a PDF with all of the recaps. Now, these are the recaps as they are written by me, before we have the episodes. It's sort of something that I've been working on making them better as I go. So there's a few ones that suck dick, but a lot of them are getting good. So I've been working on making them more detailed, so that you guys can actually catch up faster. And this way you can just go on to the more important details of the last episode, so that you guys can get right on to the next one, or the next live session if you want to. I'm going to keep updating this document as we go, and I will keep posting it or reposting it wherever we go. I might actually make like a Google Docs that you guys can all access, and just even if you want to watch me write it live, you might be able to. So yeah, there we go. Anyway, that is all the announcements that we had for today, or the little thingies. Are you guys ready?
No.
Is the group ready? Are you ready?
No.
Oh, this is gonna be
Never.
a doozy. This one's gonna be great. Anyway, without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, let us dive in to the world of Rune. Alrighty. So, guys, first of all, since there's been times where you guys forgot, what's together volumes?
Damn it.
Who do you think we are, beginners?
Yeah, last time Imna said
Yeah.
that. Oh no, it's too loud.
There you
Dude,
go.
my camera keeps doing. the
I
thing.
I hope that we get some top meme content from your camera today.
Oh, dude, I hate it.
All right. Anyway, getting us back into the loop with a quick little recap, although this one's kind of a bit longer because a lot happened from the last episode.
Episode, we talked. GG, well played. Okay.
Last episode told the tale of how Born is an idiot. Anyway, of how our heroes attended a meeting of the Ionian Council and managed to make new allies and perhaps new and unexpected enemies. It began with the council discussing if the BDC should be rewarded for the elimination of the Brotherhood. Master Irelia wished to grant administration of the town of Pubo, due to its importance and position at the north of Ionia, over to the BDC, and so she suggested this to the council. Master Juxia of the Shojin, as well as Master Indra of the Harana, would not agree with this. They thought that the elimination of the Brotherhood without it being discussed in the council had been a dangerous overstep by Akali, the Fist of Shadow. It disrespected the reasons why the Ionian Council was created in the first place, and as such, they stood their ground in this matter. It seemed, however, there was some other reason for them to remain so stubborn. After Master Irelia mentioned the creation of an Ionian defense army, Master Indra even warned everyone else that perhaps her intentions were not as pure as they seemed. The Karma still decided to put Irelia's suggestion up to a vote, with 2 ayes, Shen and Irelia, and 2 nays, Indra and Juxia. The Karma herself was to have the final decision, giving out the last aye, much to the liking of Irelia and Akali. But then, in a show of humility and perhaps caution, Torbjorn and Brighto declined the reward, increasing the tension within the council. The final call was on Sade's shoulders, and taking a step back, looking at her friends and looking at the time she had spent being manipulated, she finally felt in control as a resounding no came out of her mouth. It seemed they had pleased Shen, Indra, Juxia, and even the Karma, but had made Master Irelia impatient and perhaps a bit angry. More discussion ensued, as our chaotic party tried to navigate the situation as carefully as possible, and somehow it ended up in Brito being offered an honorary seat at the council by Master Indra himself. Brito was going to obviously refuse, but then one look into Indra's eyes and the jaws of wolf flashed in his mind again. Indra was the only man to ever survive the wolf's hunt, and he would be willing to delay Brito's death if he were to take this offer. The Karma graciously gave him time to consider, and the next subject of discussion was introduced by Master Shen. He wished to finally restore the Kinku order and recover their ancestral home, but for that, he would need the help of the BDC in breaking the shadow seal that surrounded the monastery. Eventually, his offer was accepted in return for help and favors from the Karma, as she magically created the Ionian crest in the skies for all to see, and spoke into the minds of the Ionian people. It was time to fight. Although the main issues had been resolved, Sade decided to bring up the Black Rose and the BDC's contact with them. Irelia and Akali jumped forward, grabbing her arms, trying to stop her from mentioning it. But as they did, the whole council rose up in her defense. Master Irelia was reminded of her place, and as such remained quiet and angry during the rest of the meeting. With no more issues to discuss after the mentioning of the Black Rose, this council's gathering ended, and as all of the members left except for Shen, Irelia, and Akali, the Eye of Twilight now stands with the BDC, as Akali and Irelia walk angrily towards them. And that's where we're gonna pick up today's episode.
I need 1 second because I'm sharing.
I'll give you all the seconds you want. I don't know if I really will though.
God damn it. I'm already
And
dead.
we're dead.
Yeah.
Alright. So, as you guys stand there in the room of the council with the Trinity engraving of the land, the people, and the name on the ground, Irelia and Akali walk with intent towards you. Shen stands in front of Sade and puts an arm kind of in protection. Irelia and Akali reach you, and Irelia says to Sade, "We need to talk. Alone." And Shen looks at you, expectant to see what you answer.
About what?
We need to talk, Sade. Now.
I think we can talk all here, right? That's my group, and this is your master, so...
Shen is not my master. We need to talk, Sade, please. To which Shen answers with, "If she says no, she means no. You won't talk to her if she doesn't want to."
You can talk to me, but I would prefer if it was at least with my party, so we're all in the same page.
What I have to say is for your ears only, Sade. Make your decision now.
Torbjorn gives a little shove to Satan, nods. It's okay.
If that's
Yeah,
the only way,
Brito
sure.
touch her and says, we're close.
Alright. Yeah,
Would I
that's what
know
was
if,
saying, like, if it's the only way, then okay. Yeah, it's...
Good. And she signals you and starts, heading towards one of the edges of the big room. What were you asking, Brito?
Would I know if warding bound is something that it's visible?
Warding. Can you link that
Yeah,
on
sure.
Roll20 for me, please?
So, because it doesn't say like it gives a shine or something.
Warding. Does Sade have one of the rings?
Yeah.
We
I
all
gave
have
her one.
Yeah, it would. Activating it would probably throw out a little flare, but you can roll a sleight of hand check if you wish to do it, kind of out of sight of Akali and Irelia.
I won't. I'll just do it
All right.
as I'm touching her.
I'll just
Is
very
it's touch, so-
expose that.
All right. There you go.
I was like, if I can hide it, I won't try to hide it. So
Gotcha. So
I'll just do it.
I don't think I'll die.
the spell
Yeah, I
spell
know.
gives
I'll hear
you
nasty things.
the spell
Just a
gives
warning for them.
the spell gives you a +1 AC. All right. So as she pushes you off to the side, she sits. She kind of crosses her arms, looks at you with the blades behind her back. Akali is kind of by her side, but looking at Shen, Brighto, and Torbjorn while they're on the sideline. And Irelia turns to you and says, "Sade, do you realize what you've done?
I'm sorry, that was great.
Do you realize what you've done? What you've cost us? You've cost Ionia its army."
I just made Karma openly recruit people for an army.
No, you don't understand. We need fighters. We need soldiers, not monks.
Oh,
Everyone needs to join. Everyone. You can't give the choice to people like this. They won't fight. If they have the choice, the Ionian people will not realize they need to fight. You've cost
don't
us
think they
dearly.
You don't think they will realize with the intention that Karma said and everything and all the feelings she shared, you know? I think it was very clear that we were in danger and that our frontiers won't last forever and it's a time of need.
Akali steps forward and says, "I must say, I did not expect this coming from you at all. I didn't take you for someone who would bend the knee so easily, Sade. That's why I trusted you in the first place too. But I guess Irelia was wrong in that. And
You
I
trusted me with what?
trusted you to deal with the tasks that you were handed. And this was one of them, and
did that.
apparently you failed. This was just a yes, a simple yes, and you had to say no. For whatever reason, for whatever morality you have inside you, you've cost Ionia more territory, more lives. And I hope that you're fine with the blood of all of those that will die because of you and what you've done today, Sade."
Excuse me, I didn't bend the knee to anyone. And I didn't cost any territory or whatsoever. It's still Ionian. It's not, it's literally on all of your hands of the council. I don't know how I cost anything.
Irelia takes
That's
sort of
not reward.
a deep breath and says, "Akali, that was all a trap for us. You know how the council has been looking down upon our intentions for so long. Sade, you did cost us. There was no way I could ever take control of Puba, but if you did, then you could have built us an army from there. The people that you saved, Puba was no longer ours.
It's ours. Yours.
It's the council's. They would never allow me to do that. They can't stand us recruiting people, but there is still one chance, Sade.
We just recruited people. You can just be more open about it. I don't think it's, a problem to go in the streets or posters or, be very vocal about we need fighters.
I have been like that in the past. I have gathered my group of fighters and they turned into the Brotherhood. These are the soldiers that we need now. And so, I will tell you this. I will let this slide, Sade. But you must promise me something. If you run into Vongoth, you are to not kill him. You are to bring him to me and not the council. He is...
Why is that?
Make a perception check, Torbjorn.
I wanted to try to listen the conversation too.
Alright, you can both make perception checks then.
Oh shit, Torbjorn hears this.
I will answer your question in a second, Sid. Let me just see the checks.
13.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's low.
13 for Brighto, and for you, Torbjorn?
1 second.
All right, you guys hear the conversations kind of heated on the side of Irelia and Akali, even though Sid's
God
keeping
damn
her
it.
cool. But you don't quite understand what they're saying. You get like bits and pieces. You do hear the mention of the Brotherhood, and you do hear the mention of Pubo. So you know that they're talking about these matters, but you can't quite figure out what it is yet. So Said, Irelia answers, Vongoth is one of the greatest warriors of the Brotherhood, and one that served under me before Ainil took it. We
Why?
need
How
him.
did she took it from you?
Well, I left, so it was for hers to take, I guess.
Then why don't we? Why did you even stop me from talking? Why don't we just focus on, I don't know, defeating Ainil, and then if that's your army, shouldn't you be able to conquer it back?
I do have the intention of getting it back, yes, and that's why I need Vongoth, but the Black Rose, you should not mention it in the council. Do you know if any of the members are of the Black Rose? We don't know how deep they go. That's why we tried to stop you. We don't say everything openly because we can't trust. We can't trust people in these circumstances. I'm sure
Well-
you'd understand that.
Yeah, but if you don't share information, it will never take you anywhere. It's same thing as you giving me just do this and no explaining why should I do this. I didn't bend any knee, and I'm just following what I believe in. We needed an army. Karma sent a message. Everyone knows they need to fight. It doesn't just need to be by the monk's teachings, and that's why I also made pressure so that it wasn't just, oh, if you want you can go, learn some monk stuff, and actually focus more on all the training you need for a really strong army, not just learning how to read or something.
Say this requires, I am afraid, that we use more aggressive strategies that people need to fight all of them. Everyone capable needs to be conscripted into an army. It's not choice. We are past that. We are past choice. And now we don't have an army, but we have the chance for one. So tell me this, Said. If you see Vongoth, do you know what to do? Will you bring him to me and not the council?
He'll just die on the spot. I'm sorry.
Akali kind of looks at Irelia, and Irelia looks at Akali. Well then, you leave us no choice.
He did a lot of damage in Pugo to just be left.
And you see Irelia raise up her blades, and
Do I
they
have a
begin
reaction?
pointing at you. And as they point at you, almost instantly, Akali removes her blade as well and begins throwing it in your direction. And besides you, Torbjorn and Brighto, you see Shen begin to form signs with his hands as a shield forms around Said. The blade, Irelia's blades, they strike the shield and are completely stopped. Shen then takes a step, and as he takes a step, he opens this rift into the spirit world and walks in. It closes, and he steps close to Said. Shen then looks at Said and makes sure she's okay.
I
And
fought for you.
Shen signals you to be quiet and to step back. And
I
then
stay there.
He directs his word at Irelia.
Question. One question. How long
Yeah.
does this take?
This is
0.1 second.
This is super fast. He just instantly jumps in there.
Okay. So.
I still
Irelia-
meant that.
Yeah.
I just want to stare at
Yeah, so
Irelia.
between Irelia and Akali,
Mhm.
Thornbjorn doesn't think very clearly of this and just throws the spear at them. Like,
All right,
it doesn't matter
roll
when
an
he
attack.
hits.
Roll an attack.
Well, you killed Shen. Thank you.
Roll an attack.
Well, yeah, sure. They are in the corner of the room, right? So as soon as
Kinda.
I see Irelia's, as soon as I see Irelia's blade rise,
Mm-hmm. You throw
while
the
Shen is-
spear.
Yeah, I just throw the spear.
All right, gotcha. Roll an attack for me, please.
I would do something too, but
What you
spear?
want to do?
yeah,
The
I'm,
spear?
I'm
The spear of Shojin attack?
Yeah,
or,
yeah. Roll an attack with the spears of Shojin.
I would do a command
All right, you can
at both of her.
at both of them. All right. So
Both of
what's the
them, yeah.
save on that?
It's a
Spear of
15,
Shojin.
wisdom.
Right, wisdom. 15.
You did a command?
Wisdom.
Yeah,
They both succeed.
yeah, sure.
All right. It's 15 you said, right?
Yeah.
All right. We got a natural 15 and a natural 16, so they both succeed. As you throw the spear, Thorbjorn, Shen teleporting in front of Sade, he grabs it mid-air
I told you.
and sticks it on the ground. And he speaks
Sit down, boy.
to Irelia and to Akali. You are in sacred ground, children. What you've done is a grave crime. Due to our past together, I will allow you to leave. But if you are seen close to the capital and close to them any other time, I will personally dispose of you myself. Irelia kind of steps back. Akali, you see her drop her weapons on the ground, and you hear the cling cling of the kunai and the shuriken. And Irelia goes, one day you will understand, Shen. One day you will understand the burning rage that sits inside of Ionia's heart. And one day you will regret your actions today. And Akali
Why don't you
throws
just explain?
a smoke bomb, and you see this black smoke envelop both of them.
And since we are far up, we see Irelia and Akali living through the door.
I want to look at the door. To see if anything-
All right, you look at the door, nothing's at the door.
Okay.
And you look at the smoke, and as it vanishes, there's nothing there anymore.
Fuck. How do they do this?
Shen hears you, Brighto, and he goes like, that's basic ninja stuff. One day I'll tell you. Anyway, Sade, are you okay?
No.
Yeah, her idol just tried to kill her, so yeah, that must take a toll.
I'm sorry. Irelia has not been good for long now. A long time. I've attempted to appease her. I thought Akali would be a good friend to her. They both think very alike. But perhaps I was wrong. They're both women of action, I guess. But action is often mistaken with strength or righteousness. But no, it is your motivation, your reason to act. That is what matters. A dagger striking with purpose is much more valuable than the wild swing of a glaive, Torbjorn.
It was not a swing, it was a throw, though.
Details. Don't get lost in them. Anyway.
I'm just still looking at the same place she was. Just
Okay. Shen goes, do not worry, Sade. Perhaps she's not too far gone. Perhaps there's some way of us getting them both back. Both the Fist of Shadow, my student, and your friend.
I finally turned to him and just... Then, shall we start recruiting an army?
No. We would not fall into what they want. There are secondary intentions. Things they hide. Things that they would not share with the council itself. I'm not sure that going down their path would be the right one. Or the right one for Ionia, at least. Things will be fixed with the plan we've made. I trust you, Sade, and I trust Torbjorn and Brighto to make things right. And we still do have time.
Do we?
We do. Kennen and I have been on top of what the Noxians have been doing. So far, there hasn't been anything dangerous. Or, well, anything that would imply another invasion or a stronger incursion into our lands. Although we do need to possibly get more information soon.
What about your internal problems, though?
The shadows.
Like the Black Rose?
The Black Rose. Kennen had already told me that, well, you have had an encounter with the Black Rose. I already knew this before we came into the council. I chose not to mention.
Yeah. If nobody shares information, why the hell do you have a council?
I did share it, but I shared it only with the member that I know would never be corrupted by the Black Rose. The Karma. She had known of it already too. It was important to keep the mention of the Black Rose hidden, as I suspected of Irelia and Akali to be in contact with them.
So I shouldn't have asked.
Well, what is done is done. Kennen has lived for thousands of years. He has come in contact with the Black Rose before, however he does not have much information due to their secretive nature. He's been very helpful in dealing with the situation ever since the very moment he knew you had talked to them. He is a very trusted ally. Whatever the Black Rose's business with us here in Ionia is, I guess we'll find out in the future. Until then, we must keep our guards up. Against anyone, really. Maybe I should keep my guard up against even myself. Who knows who's being mind-controlled. Anyway, my friends. Today, we leave this place with a heavy heart. My own student, which I have failed, is now left for me possibly not to see for a long time. I dreaded this moment, but I will leave you with this promise. I will not ever fail any of my students again, and I will not fail you. I will begin the preparations now. There is time for you to think about everything that happened, and there's time for you to do other things. If you wish to take on any sort of mission or job,
Side quest!
there is a notice board outside of the building of the council.
Is there any side quests around? Let me see if I see an exclamation point.
Until then, I'm afraid I must go. Is there anything that you wish to ask before I leave?
How can we reach you?
I believe your friend here has a way of reaching me, right, Brighto?
Yeah, I can.
Okay, go.
Good. I look forward to hearing your voice in my mind.
Okay.
Can you tell me how
Here,
you
but okay.
can you
Okay.
tell me how you just teleported that way?
Torbjorn, I am the Eye of Twilight. I see things you don't see.
Can you teach me how to see them?
Make a persuasion check, Torbjorn.
Ooh.
Are you gonna get it this time?
I don't know. My
Persuasion.
charisma isn't that high. My charisma isn't that high. Not really though.
Shen goes, these are things that take very long to be taught. However, I will allow you to see like I see for perhaps just a few seconds. And he touches you in the shoulder, and as he does, your vision just... your mind begins to like hurt. Your brain actually hurts. And you see everything around you in these strange like dark blue colors. You see pathways of magic, sort of like rivers or airflows that move around the world. This is very similar to what Kennen showed you when he was trying to teach you how to meditate properly. This is the spirit world. This is how Shen sees permanently.
Oh, them.
And
Holy
it is fascinating. You see spirits moving around, things that you would never even fathomed could exist. These sort of strange eels and serpents that fly around, these spirits and flames that just move in a very slow and peaceful way around you. And as you try to reach to touch them, they just scatter away.
like
And then he removes his hand from your shoulder and you're back to normal, but with a big headache. It feels like your brain is not there yet. You need a little bit more to take this.
It's an old man's brain. I'm sorry.
And as he, as
Yeah.
you feel that, a voice in your head goes, "Ah, yeah,
Wow.
sucks to be stupid, doesn't it?"
Wait.
And yeah. What about you, Brighto and Sade? Anything else you want to ask me?
That gave me an idea.
Who is Hindra?
Indra is a master of the Harana. He was one of their leaders until he became a member of the council, and so he cannot be, well, in two positions of power at the same time, as by the rules that bind us, with, you know, us being honorable people. He is one of the only two that has ever awakened the dragon spirit. A very good fighter, and a very good, upstanding man. He's always been very honest. His power surpasses perhaps mine. But we never really fought, and, well, I'm more of a protector. So, maybe not. Who knows? We will leave that for debate. But as far as I'm concerned, he's always treated me with respect. He's treated all of his friends with respect. And protected all he cared about within the realm of possibility, and whilst respecting all of the Harana's traditions. But why do you ask?
Just curious. He seemed interesting.
Alright, fair enough. He does look interesting, you know. The dragon spirit is something very rare. Especially the thundering dragon spirit. What about you, Sade? Anything you wish to ask?
I just like. I don't think there's anything you can answer me. Unless you know something about this and this. And I just point at the ears and the tail.
Well, let me see if he does.
Why not?
Actually.
Because why not?
He goes, that is quite strange, I must say. I've only seen one other like you.
Yeah.
You know of the strange fox that walked around.
Yeah.
Well,
Like her.
alright. Then I believe I have no further information other than that these fox Vastaya are... Well, there's almost no recorded history about you. And whatever records we have are in the archive. And perhaps if you put in my name, they will give you access to a very special record.
Oh.
That is all I can do for you though, Sade.
Yeah. Thanks.
Alright. As you guys sort of give him some space, Shen steps back, he bows to all of you. And you just see behind him this rift open. And Brighto, as soon as it opens, to your eyes is very familiar. What's inside is sort of that deep blue color is what you see when you are in your astral aspect. And he just dives behind and the portal closes. And he leaves you alone in the council room. So, BDC, what do you wish to do?
Is there anything special on this room now?
Shit.
Since we kind of were in a different one.
Okay.
In this room, there's nothing of like. It's a very plain room. It's like it's sort of like sacred ground almost, with all the Trinity engravings and themes. So it doesn't, it doesn't have much other than the banners that had the symbols and the engraving on the ground.
Good. Torbjorn takes a while to remove the spear from the floor. That was why I did a strength check. It was a fucking 4, dude.
Yeah, it's pretty
That's good.
you're trying to like take the spear of the Shojin out and
because Torbjorn threw it like really hard, like it was a 24.
Yeah, so and Shen just grabbed it out of the air and he stuck it. It didn't seem like this is like stone ground, and as you pull it out, you see like a huge like hole from where the spear was stuck, and the ground is like cracked up there. And as you take it, it heals back, and the hole is not there anymore.
That's very nice.
Torbjorn just think this would be the perfect training ground.
Yeah.
All right, you take the spear out. What else do you guys do? Day is yours.
I turn to Sade and Brido. I bet you guys will want to go to the archives, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Being in the world, seeing the world as Master Shen gave me an idea. I need to go practice.
Sure.
And Torbjorn just bolts the fuck out of the room.
All right. So let me handle that for you, Torbjorn. As you bolt out of the room, there is like, and you're like leaving and turning around the central tree on the central hub. There is a sort of a room to the side, or an opening to the side to your, which would be to your right, where you see monks coming out of and entering. And you know, through your, the fact that you are a monk and you've been in Ionia, you deem that as probably the meditating grounds.
Torbjorn likes go sprinting and then starts jogging and
Mhm.
then like galloping and then stops and looks.
Yeah.
Okay, and I go straight there.
All right. So, Brighto and Sade, you are going to the archive, correct?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So let's handle this separately. So first, Torbjorn, as you enter the meditating grounds, there are two fountains here that run this crystal clear water. One is made of twisting vines and branches, and the other one of pure white stone. These are on the right and the left side. At the center lies a statue of a flame surrounded by a serpent. You recognize the Ionian crest. It's sort of a three-dimensional representation of Ionia's symbol. Flying around you, you see tiny wisps and flames. There are trees and flowers everywhere. You see some sort of cherry blossom coming from the ceiling and enveloping the whole area. This strange like purple glow coming from the trees, and even a strange blue glow coming from the water and the ground itself. There are, in fact, monks there in meditation. Some are sitting at the edge of the fountains. Others are just sitting on the ground in contact with the dirt, with nature. What do you wish to do?
I want to meditate, but I don't know where. Where is the connection stronger though?
Make a, I would say, nature check here.
Fuck hell.
So you feel that probably for you it would be on the ground, but you're not quite sure. You've never seen this design before, and you don't know which of the things represents what you want.
I want to go to the middle of the room. The
exact middle. Close to the statue, the Ionian flame statue. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
He wants to go to the middle of the room and meditate there.
All right. Roll a wisdom check with advantage for me, please, because you have Cannon's meditating prowess. All right. And now, because you are in this room, you may add 5 to the roll.
Damn.
23 then.
Very well. What are you meditating on? What do you want to achieve with this?
Okay. I want to think about what the fuck happened in the council. And seeing Shen do the defensive spell, since it's not something that Torbjorn would like to conjure a shield, he wants to try to I think it's in bed, a key, his key into the spear. I know that the spear releases key.
Yeah,
it's one of them. But Torbjorn wants to see if he can make some kind of trail with the spear. Inside of when he throws the spear, he can be projected to it or draw the spear back to him.
All right.
Do you understand what I'm trying to say?
Yeah. You kind of like want a sort of a chain of returning, but through key, where you can bring the spear back to you. You know, something that you can throw and bring it back.
Bring it back, or for Torbjorn to go to it.
Oh, okay, gotcha. All right.
It's like a
teleportation thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so 18 plus 5.
23.
This guy, dude.
Would that be enough?
Big brain.
All right. So as you focus and you begin meditating and grabbing the spear, you feel this quiet. It's so easy to focus here. And suddenly, as you're sitting down, you feel the flame from the statue behind you sort of ignite and emit this warmth. And from the spear of Chojin, this glowing green mist begins to pour out and filling this vacuum in your mind. As everything is black around you, it begins to become green and misty. From the green mist, you see a green dragon begin to form and just kind of walk around you, and as it crashes into the ground, it becomes a man with his very pure white hair, old, scales covering his nose up to his eyebrows, and this jade armor that kind of reminds you of the Shojin colors, but in sort of chainmail armor, with shoulder plates with the mouths of a dragon. And he walks close to you, and he says, "So you are the wielder of my spear."
Do I recognize who it is?
This is Shojin. The divinity that is...
The Shojin.
Yes, the deity in which your whole thing is based on.
Yeah, so Torbjorn recognizes him, right?
Yes.
I immediately bow.
You do not need to bow, child. Raise your chin up high.
I do as he says.
So...
And I say, thank you for allowing me to protect the one I care.
Oh. I do not allow anything. Everything that comes out of the spear is from your heart, not my power. I merely am a fixed point in this existence. Something that feeds Ionia. You are the rightful wielder of any weapon you choose to wield, Thorbjorn. However, I am here to grant you my wisdom. Wisdom that perhaps has been lost in the teachings of the Shojin. Wisdom that perhaps is necessary in these times that come.
Prestige class incoming.
What is it that you wish to know, Thorbjorn?
I would like to know how to... Oh fuck, wait 1 second. Do I want to know the thing with the spear, or do I want to know how to release my inner dragon?
Choose your words carefully, Thorbjorn. But quickly.
Okay, let's be realistic. I want to learn. I think the thing that would help the most is the thing with the spear. Okay.
You wish
and
to say
I want to be able to protect the ones that I fight with. I just explained what I want to do with the spear, basically.
All right. So he goes, so you wish to learn the ancient art of mistwalking, an art that has been lost, not to everyone in the Shojin, but to most. Is this what you wish to learn? Very well.
Yes.
And he comes close to you and places his hands on your shoulders as he sits down with you. His hands sort of begin to turn into mist, and the mist begins to swirl around you and goes into your lungs. Your eyes flare with teachings, with visions of ancient times where monks would fight. Monks of the Shojin would fight and not just heal and wait. Torbjorn. If the spear is within 30 feet of you, you may cast Misty Step towards it, turning into mist and teleporting to the spear. But it can only be cast at the spear's position, and it has to be within 30 feet of you.
That's still good as fuck.
Can I gain Misty Step too, Mr. DM?
That's good as
got
fuck.
it last episode, right? Or something like that.
So it has an
so.
armor that can do it.
Yeah.
An armor that can do
Oh,
it.
that's cool. That's really cool.
No, now I can protect like really quickly.
Yeah,
And
nice.
If some high mobility bastard or invisibility bastard comes around, I can.
Be wary
jump
that
around.
this
I can
costs
only
you
use
a
one.
reaction, and it will also be
Burn the
only
key point.
usable twice a day.
Oh,
Hey, it's more
twice a
than
day.
me.
So, but no key.
No key point, twice a day.
Nice. Okay.
Damn.
Okay.
All right, there we go. This is how you give characters abilities on the fly, chat. Yeah, yeet.
How do you? Can you use a
Yeah,
reaction
smart.
in your
Good job.
turn
Good job.
as a bonus or something?
Can you do what? I'm sorry.
If you can use your reaction as like, does he? Can he use this as a bonus or an action?
No, what he can do, for example, is he will throw the spear on one turn, and if the spear on an enemy's turn is still away from him, he can choose to teleport on the enemy's turn
Okay.
as a
Yeah,
reaction
that's really specific, but yeah,
towards the spear.
still good. Okay.
Because, you know,
it's hard to use. It's not just
yeah, he has to
throw
throw...
and just go.
Yeah, he has to throw the spear and then wait for the enemy's turn, and then he can use it as a reaction.
You can just throw it at the end, you know.
All right, so
Question: Can I ready an action?
You
and
you can-
DM do it?
you can, if you are holding an
Yeah, you
action,
can hold.
your action is taken as the reaction. So if you lose the reaction, you won't be able to use Misty Step. All right, so everything clear on that?
Yeah.
It is not on D&D Beyond yet, but it will be. So Torbjorn, you can mark it on your notebook for now, please. And whenever you want to use it, I will help you with it because I have the details already written down in my brain. So, dealing with the other situation now, as Torbjorn continues his meditation, Brighto and Sade, you guys walk towards your left as you exit the room, and you walk into the archive. When you arrive at the archive, it sort of has... It's almost it's a similar vibe to the library in the Placidium, but this one is huge. And you see librarians and monks everywhere, and one monk sort of maybe in his... You take it that, you know, people here in Ionia, especially the monk types, seem to look very young for their age. So you judge that this guy might be around his 50s, 60s, you know, something in there. His hands look sort of very weathered, like very tough hands. You can almost feel like they're just as hard as stone, probably. He has this like very long gray and black hair, sort of like some gray hints on the hair, and it's very, very long and combed down, completely straight towards his back. And he stands at the front of the archive, which, when you walk in, it is a stone room with sort of like bookshelves that go probably upwards of 15, 20 feet, and the room is even taller. You see these sort of blue flames flying around the archive, and they sort of go towards a book. They highlight it, and then the book begins floating out of the shelf and then down, almost as if the blue flame is holding it and carrying it with some sort of magic. The man stands in front of you, you know, next to sort of this very simple desk. He is standing up. He does not sit at his desk, apparently. Maybe it is like an IKEA standing desk, who knows. But he stands there, very sort of noble looking. What do you guys wish to do?
I'll just approach him. I know
Mhm.
I would like to search about Vastaya Inko and Vastaya's overall, and also Shen put a word for me. I just stare.
Do you have the hood up, or are you showing your ears and your tails?
I have the hood up, but if he like starts, questioning kind of thing, I can just slip.
All right. He kind of starts looking at you, and he sees sort of. Actually, let me see if he sees it. He sees a little bit of fur, like on the ear region, up on your head, coming from the hood. He sees like the little bumps from the hood, being covering the ears, even when you put them down.
Yeah.
And he kind of looks at you. One such as you has come by the archive in recent times, searching for things about Vastaya as well. Well, perhaps I would say 2 weeks, 3 weeks ago.
Dismissed her.
She's come here in search of very specific things about Vastaya, about her kind, which I assume is yours as well.
I know.
And Shen, my friend Shen, has put in the word. Very well, I will show you what I showed her, although her magic tricked me into showing it. And he sort of snaps his fingers and a flame shows up, and he says, please follow the flame. Do you follow? He just allows you to go. All right.
Yeah.
Brighto, he then turns to you and he says, and you, what do you wish to know?
I want to know about Celestials, the Celestial power.
All right.
I want to look for anything about Kindred, and maybe someone that
What was that roll?
escaped Kindred.
Very well. There is another way I can help you. Are you showing your staff, Brighto?
Oh, yeah.
He goes,
Sure.
You're a student of the Star Child, are you not?
Indeed.
Then come with me. And he begins walking down the archive towards the opposite direction. All right,
Sure.
so first of all, Sade, the flame guides you towards a very specific bookshelf almost in the far left corner of the archive. The flame then speaks to you and says, this is Imelo's journal.
Imelos.
Yes, YmelO.
N-A.
NA.
Again.
YmelO. All right. This is all the knowledge on the Vulpine Vastaya. And for the first time, you hear your kind, Vulpine. Vulpine.
Yeah, no, I get it, but it's the first time you're...
Yeah, it's the first time you hear it.
Yeah.
And then the flame fades. And do you grab the journal?
Yeah.
All right. So, as you read through this journal, these are the notes of a young artist called Imelo. It talks about, well, his time exploring the Omikayalan. The Omikayalan is the secret forest or sacred forest of Ionia. It's Omikay. Yeah, Omikayalan, whatever. Sacred forest in the plains of Navori, or in Navori. And he mentions in his travels that he found a temple. This temple was dedicated to the Gatekeeper. The Gatekeeper is an entity in Ionian mythology. that is represented by a nine-tailed fox that guides spirits in the afterlife. According to this journal, and what he learned, you're gonna roll an investigation check for me real quick, just to see how much time you would take reading through everything.
Yeah, hell yeah, I'm reading everything. I got a natural 1, so we're gonna stay here the whole day.
You're gonna stay there for as long as Torbjorn is practicing doing push-ups, and Bryto's doing whatever he is with his staff and touching himself, all that. So
all day.
According to Emelo, this was the birthplace of the Vulpine Vastaya. And the Vastaya Shirei that originated the Vastaya, his name was Volpo.
Coincidence? I think so.
Now, as you continue reading, you read a little bit of the times that he spent around the Vulpine Vastaya. They were very secretive, according to him, and so nobody ever really figured out about their existence. But according to his records, Volpo had 2 daughters. Iphos, which you had already seen the name of in Iskalar's journal. Iphos.
What?
Yeah, one of Volpo's daughters. Her name was Iphos, and the other one was Silana, Silana. So, interesting point of order. Her 2 daughters, according to Emelo's journal, were a representation.
Oh, Vulpo is okay.
Volpo is the entity that Emelo is writing about, because he spent time at the temple. His 2 daughters were a representation or an embodiment of Volpo's most interesting skills: trickery and seductiveness. You don't know which one is which.
Okay.
The Vulpine were also, as they kept to themselves, they were very, very reclusive. They would interact with wanderers and people who would cross the Omikayalan, lost travelers, people exploring, guiding them either to their doom or to where they wish to go, according to their, intentions and their thoughts at the time. Whatever it was that pleased them at the time, they would do. So Emelo recorded a very specific situation in which a man was guided towards a hole in the ground and was left there to die and rot by one of the Vulpine Vastaya. And yes, this is what you learn about your kind. Anything like specific that you want to ask now that you know like the general thing?
Anything else about the skills, or the connection between the gates?
The gatekeeper. All right. So as you read across his journal, you find out that and you're taking your sweet time, with the natural one.
Yes, I am.
You find out that Emelo fell in love for one of Volpo's daughters, and one of their skills is longevity. These Vulpine Vastaya, being very reclusive, did not reproduce or spread at the same rate that the others did. And so the Vastaya Shirei blood was not diluted at all. It was still very concentrated in all of them, which meant that sort of the eternal, young look that the Vastaya Shirei kept in almost immortality, all the Vulpine Vastaya would also share it. And Emelo, you also find it in his book, fell for one of Volpo's daughters that was still at the temple at the time, Solana. And they had a daughter. And that is the last record that you find in the journal, is the last line mentioning how a new love was coming into his life and that he would now stop his journey to take care of it. And that is the end.
There's any description, since it's a journal? I'm sure there's details on how Solana and Iphos look like.
There is description on Solana. Iphos he did not see.
Okay.
Solana was he almost like you can't be quite sure how, you know, realistic these records are. He describes her almost as a very magical, you know, being with long black hair and eyes as yellow as sort of, he calls it as yellow as amber, which would mean the eyes were amber. But he seemed to be, in his writing, it seems to be that he's sort of under something, you know. It's very poetic and very in love for a journal, specifically after a certain part. And so yeah, long black hair, the amber eyes, and the sharp teeth of a fox. He says her body is very slender and her tail's white, and they flail around to the Ionia's magic. And he was, you know, completely taken by Solana. And that is the description.
Is the journal looking like, for example, he stopped there, but is there like any blood marks or just stared by, you know?
It just seems old and sort of left around to you know, be forgotten. It's not exactly.
Yeah.
You know, there's no blood marks, no fighting, nothing. There's a few pages that are like like at the edges. There's like torn pieces, but it's just, you know, old age. They, you know, from people maybe looking at it, or, you know, wherever it was left, some little pieces got torn off, but nothing that like removes text from it.
Yeah.
It's just, you know, signs of wear and tear.
Does it explain how to find this temple? Because it feels like it's more of a...
It says it is in the Omikael, within the Omikaelon, and to you know, in his records, it seems like he found it pretty randomly.
Yeah, that's what I
like. It was sort of like he was wandering around and he found it somehow. He says that he saw some flames and sensed a presence taking him there, but that he judges this to be completely random. Believes he was sort of hallucinating.
Yeah. How do I know how old this is?
The journal?
Yeah.
You would not know, no, but it is pretty damn old.
So it's not like this is my timeline kind of thing.
Well, could be. You don't really know.
Well, I'm not that old, sir. But yeah.
Time is strange.
Yeah. I think that's it. Doesn't mention anything else with his experience with Solana.
Nope.
I'm guessing he spent more time with her.
Just you know, just all of the love he feels for her.
Aww. So cute.
Okay. Thank you, I think.
Alrighty. So, Brysa. While this is happening, the person at the archive, he walks with you to the far end of the other room. It's a very, very big room. It's about like maybe 200 feet from one tip to the other. And he, or 250 feet, he goes and brings you up to a wall. The wall is made of stone and has sort of, you can see the bricks. And on one of the bricks, you recognize a small, very, very small engraving. the same symbol that Soraka has on her staff. And he says,
Yeah.
please, bring your staff close and then touch it with your hand.
I'll do it.
Alright? As you bring the staff up close to the symbol, the staff begins to the crystal begins to glow. And as it glows onto the brick, you see the symbol begin to highlight itself. And when you touch it, the bricks begin to shift and sort of open up a passage that goes underneath the archive. And he says, my friend, this is the last remaining school of the Star Child.
Oh.
This is what still remains of it. The only one that is active right now. Please, step inside.
I'll do.
You go? Alright.
Yeah.
So,
I
as
was
you
going
go,
for to look for this, so yeah.
as you go, the walls behind you close again. And it begins to light up a staircase that goes down, under the archive. So, as you walk in there, you get to this very ample room that apparently has no ceiling. Instead, you see the night sky. Stardust, stars, constellations, everything makes up this ceiling. There is a sort of spherical golden device standing on top of a small pillar at the center of the room. You recognize this device, Brighto, as you have studied with Soraka herself. Within the sanctuaries that are in Mount Targon and within the temples that she built, there's always one of these things. This is used to see the night sky all the time, and as you would rotate this sphere, it would give you access to different parts of the world from, different perspectives.
Okay.
Beyond this central piece, there is a statue of Soraka holding her staff with the symbol of the Star Child, the moon with the star at the center. And towards the sides, you see some bookshelves. On the right, one of them still has a few books. The other has nothing. There is no one here, but you can feel and sense the energy of Soraka around this room, something that you haven't felt in a while. It feels very warm to you, and it feels like home. What do you wish to do?
First, with my knowledge of the skies, can I put the ceiling, the place where I saw the new star when I felt my...
Easy enough. As you rotate the sphere in the center and you begin passing your hands and connecting with it, as you look above to the ceiling, you see the stars just shift to another place. And it takes you a little bit, but you eventually find the new constellation that now stands there, representing your mother. You see the fire, the sort of flame that represents what was once home for you. It is now there.
Okay. I'll look for the books that are there to see
All right.
what they have.
Some of the books that you find here are things that you've already studied with Soraka. So those you kind of throw aside. There is one book about the Celestials that you find within that room. A very specific one that is supposed to be tales of the two Celestials that people know of that walk among you, or have walked among you before.
Which are?
Okay,
Can I
you
read
wanna read the book?
Yeah,
All right,
yeah,
gotcha.
yeah.
So one of them is the Star Child Soraka. The other one is known as the Caretaker, Bard.
Okay.
And as you read it and you see the depiction of the symbol, of his symbol, you look at your armor and the same engraving as in your armor.
Ooh.
The same 3 lights of the Caretaker are in that book and in your armor, and as you bring them close together, the book shines in the symbol and your armor shines in the symbol.
Brighto's gonna be a bard.
I would know about Bard since I was on Targon, and
Bard has been, you know, in many places, and in some situations he's regarded as a legend, and in Mount Targon, Soraka has always sort of dismissed this situation as myth as well, even though you kind of found it suspicious the way that she talked about it and would, you know, throw it to the side. But yes, in general, you have heard about this. Someone that appears at very specific situations to fix very specific crisis.
okay.
This book specifically talks about one in Bard Mountain during one of the Noxian invasions, where this sort of egg was being taken towards the top of the mountain, running away from the Noxians who wanted to get it, and a Bard was spotted there, grabbing the egg and taking it to safety. And that is the general story that you find here. In Ionia, Bard is a very real thing because, well, they already knew of these situations.
Okay.
So you have confirmation now that Bard is in fact real, and that your armor is one of his artifacts.
Oh shit.
That's good to know. Anything else?
Anything else like specific
on the other books, or
on the other books? There's like nothing that you haven't studied already in detail. This is like a book that is Ionian in nature. This was like written in Ionia and is kept here. It is pretty well kept. It doesn't seem to like show any wear and tear. In fact, the books here in this the sanctuary that you're in right now, they don't look used at all.
Okay.
All right.
I want to look for anything else. I don't know, symbols.
All right. Make an investigation check for me, please.
I'm great on those.
All right, a 4.
Yeah.
You don't
Okay,
find.
I'll use. Can I use the Fate of the Stars on this one?
You can. All right.
Yeah, I really wanna.
All right, good. This is gonna allow you to roll with advantage with your new upgrade, but you will lose HP. All right, this time, Brighto, as you focus on changing fate around you again, you look at the stars, and they, in this representation that you have there, they begin to shift already, and this time you feel your life being sapped into the crystal and then being shot up in the sky. But it feels like you can change destiny further. Roll investigation with advantage.
Come on, Brito.
Okay. Avantage. 19.
All right. So, as you sort of search around this place and you're kind of like looking for things in every nook and cranny, you get to the statue of Soraka. And as you get to that statue and you touch it just to see if something's different, your hand lights up. And the whole statue begins lighting up. And then you see the statue move and gain life. And with eyes glowing in this pinkish and blue energy, you hear the voice of your master. Oh, it seems you found my last living sanctuary. Hello, Brighto. It has been long. how is everything there in Ionia? Have you completed
Yeah.
what you were set out to do?
It's weird. I think I'm replacing you right now here. I don't know.
Oh, well, that is fantastic. It is quite an honor to be in the Ionian
Oh.
Council, Brighto.
Is it? I
Well,
guess. Yeah.
it was for me at the time. So,
I don't know. Karma seems nice.
well, I assume that the karma is different from the one I knew. But if the spirit remains the same, then I trust it will be someone truly good. Well, I kinda did not expect to talk to you over this. This is, well, the last one that lives. You remember where the two other ones were, don't you, Brighto? Roll a history check for me.
You remember, right? Let me tell you
Do
that.
you remember? Ooh, 20.
You do. There are two other of these sacred shrines, one in the Freljord and the other in Zaun.
Okay.
Freljord, here we go.
All right, do you tell her that?
Yeah. Sorry.
She goes, "Oh, very well. It seems that my studies weren't all forgotten. Or my teachings. Good. Well, the other ones are dead. I should probably say that.
Isn't there a way to get it back?
Yeah. If you go there and bring your crystal there, you may reignite them.
Yeah, of course.
But you would do that?
Oh, you gave me so much. It's the least I can do.
Oh, the least you could do, you do nothing.
Amazing.
You could
Tell me where.
do. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Well, I would tell you where, but I have a better idea. I'm gonna send you over, or I'm gonna send someone over that knows where they are. I'm gonna send Eclipse your way. Brighto, Eclipse was someone that was studying with you at the time you were there, at Mount Targon. Eclipse was a strange boy that seemed to have all of these, like, it seems like that person had two personalities. It would either like talk to you and almost seem like he actually cared, or he would not give a shit about you. It was a very problematic kid, you know, complete opposite from you. You were quiet, you would study. This guy was a problem. But you remember that he did have some power, some magical abilities that came from his bloodline. You remember this person was the son of a Solari and Lunari tribe members.
Oh,
And his magic seemed
like
to
the one-
shift.
like the one on that TFT card trailer, right?
Mm-hmm.
That story. Oh,
Mhm.
so pretty.
And Soraka says, I will send him over to help you finish what you have to do there. And once you do, you have your new task. Reigniting my shrines.
I'll do it.
Very well. Is there anything else that you wish to ask me before I go?
Yeah, I got the information that I might have some celestial blood.
Soraka's statue, you sort of see the stone move close towards you as dust sort of drops from it. And she looks you straight in the eye and says, Yes, your mother was one of us.
She was a unicorn. I'm sorry.
Fucking whatever. Your mother was one of us. She wished to live among the mortals, just to be. Well, she found someone she loved, and so she came down and chose to live among you. And from that love, you were born, Brighto. You still carry her blood. So, I've seen that a new constellation has appeared in the skies. I assume that was her.
It was?
Well, she has returned to her home. It is your job to continue what she did here. It is your job now to live up to her legacy and use your powers, use your gifts to the benefit of others and not just yourself.
I've been doing that a lot.
Good. That is our purpose. That is my purpose. First, I came here because I wanted to teach these mortals how to read the prophecies and fix everything that had been broken.
So close.
But I didn't realize that I could not contain their unpredictability. I still find comfort in their fate being written in the stars, but I don't know. I found out that helping them in whatever it is they wanted to achieve was so much more beautiful than forcing them into some fate they did not know. Freeing yourself from fate, Brighto, is possible, but only when divinity is defeated. And
There's... Sorry.
no, go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to say, there's someone that doesn't like that.
Oh, and who might that be?
Yeah, kindred. Or something. Oh,
The kindred. What business have you with the kindred?
well, and I start scratching my head, and yeah, I might have escaped death 2 times.
Oh, Wolf must be angry.
Yep. I'm starting to question if that's the way.
Well, as you say that, she kind of like jiggles a little bit and dances.
A statue.
Yeah, very slowly, and she says, "Huh. Well, perhaps, Brighto, you must know one thing and remember it. The kindred is 2 pieces. There's never one without the other. Wolf might be hunting you, but Lamb is much more reasonable. Try and speak to her instead."
Okay. That sounds like a plan.
Well,
I was going to look for something about Indra, if you know who that is.
I'm afraid I do not know.
Yeah.
Perhaps someone there knows.
He did escape Wolf. And
So
I
he
had a real weird connection with him.
So you guys banged? I'm just kidding.
Oh no, just a finger.
She goes, "Well, then he must be the man of legend that survived her jaws. There's still one other. One man, one woman.
Oh.
Well, you certainly have carved an interesting path for yourself, Brighto. Or perhaps it was the fates that carved it for you, who knows? My time is running out, Brighto. I must leave you
One
now.
more thing.
Yes?
How do I
Become a unicorn.
unlock or learn more about the Celestial?
Our powers come from within ourselves, Brighto. Whenever it is time for it to be released, it will.
Okay.
That's such a bullshit reply, dude. I don't know. Figure it out yourself.
Yeah.
And Soraka sort of returns to the original position of the statue, and she says, "One last parting gift." And as the statue begins to lose its glow, the glow is focused on the staff, and from the staff it shoots out to you. You gain 20 temporary hit points.
Okay.
Pew.
Why would it give you?
Yeah,
Because
just
we're about
because,
to
yes.
fight.
Temporary
Are
hit
we
points will stay with you until they're expended.
Oh, okay.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yeah. So it
Normally
stays.
it does until the long rest, but yeah, sure.
It will stay with you until they are used.
These are special.
Yeah, but because this one was coming from the unicorn itself,
Yeah.
you get to keep it.
Shut the
Torbjorn,
fuck up,
I'm gonna start
Torbjorn.
rolling
I'm gonna beat you.
12s. I'm gonna start rolling
I'm
d12s for
surprised how
psychic
you
damage.
I'm surprised that you haven't rolled any damage yet. But
I'm
then you
looking at
also
my
made those
D12.
comments with Soraka, so-
I'm looking at my d12 and I want to do it with d12s now. All right, Brighto, anything else you wish to do there?
Fuck, I didn't ask anything about Bart. I'll go with the staff around the room if to see if anything else unlocks or something.
Nothing else unlocks, but as you walk with the staff, now that the sanctuary has been once again blessed by the presence of Soraka through your touch, your staff begins illuminating these almost like you're watching a movie. There's just people walking there. You see the astral forms of people walking there and sitting down. You see the face of Soraka and her teachings, and you see her sort of sitting down with children and what seem to be Ionian children, and she's sort of reading books to them and blessing some of them, and you just see movement there. And as you sort of walk around the room and walk up towards the stairs and your staff illuminates the whole room, it almost feels like now it's populated. Something that's not from this world or this plane now lives there. And that's it. Sadie, you wanted to say something, right?
I wanted to ask if I still have a chance, because you mentioned something when you were giving the description to Brighto, and I wanted to see if I could,
Do what?
that. I wanted to ask if I found anything about artifacts or mentioning of stones in the journal.
Artifacts or stones?
Wait, let me get you the name. If they sandstones. There you go.
There is the mention of a gift that was given to Solana of a necklace.
Okay.
A necklace created and designed by Emelo himself. And a necklace that you have seen on someone before.
Oh.
Necklace you've seen around the neck of Ari.
Oh. It adds up. Okay, thank you.
Alrighty.
I want to do just one last thing
Go ahead.
while I'm here before I go up, I'm gonna, since everything around me is meditating and stuff, I want to sit on the stairs. I'll get the stuff just into the crystal and just meditate a bit there.
All right. You sit there.
Trying to get something. No.
You sit
about
there,
the celestial
and your celestial bloodline. Now that you know of it, you feel there's something inside you. You feel like this power now comes from somewhere deep within your core. There's this light within you that shines outwards every time you wish to do your magic. And this light represents your faith towards Soraka, but also represents, now that you see more clearly, your own bloodline. You do not have the full powers of a celestial. That's why you, well, lose a lot when you use your magic.
You're like Hercules.
But you still have the makings of what could possibly be a demigod.
Sure.
And never at the council.
Just starts laughing alone. Like, sure.
All right.
Demigod.
There you go.
You're literally
Torbjorn words.
You're literally.
No, don't do it.
Make an intelligence check to see if you can say the word, please.
I even roll with advantage.
20.
No, it's a 14.
So you can okay, it's a 14. Yeah, you can say the word.
Literally, fucking hell.
I guess a 14
Now
is
you
not
have
enough.
to say it. No, we don't go away until you say it.
Literally. Okay.
There we go.
Accent
Nice.
makes it work.
You're literally Hercules.
Without
And
the
that's all
strength.
thing. Yeah.
Oh god.
All right, so you guys finish your moments of research, your moments of meditation, of thought. You have gained a few boons and a lot of knowledge out of all of these things.
Yes, but after leaving the meditation, I want to head to the archives.
All right, you head to the archives. Would this
Is
be
there-
like while they're doing
After.
their thing?
No, after they left.
I would say you would arrive, when they're leaving, because they spent a lot of time in there just meditating and investigating.
Shit. I say, hey guys, you can go heading towards the inn. I'm just gonna check something inside.
What do you
I
want to
don't have
check?
money for that in.
Okay.
Says as she's just sees Torbjorn run past her
He's going where?
to the archive.
archives?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
Do you
it's
need,
kind of
I'll just
free.
go. Do you need help?
Sure. Why the fuck not? I want to search for two things. One,
go with him.
more things about the artifact, the dust artifact.
The spear?
No, the dust artifact.
The artifact. Oh, Dust's bracelet.
Yeah, the dust bracelet, the
Yeah.
set, because Shen mentioned a set,
Mm-hmm.
and I wanna ask if they have anything how to teach someone how to read.
And they gotta get
All right.
to
So
it.
as you ask that to Li Diao, which is the guy in front of the archives, he says, "Well, about this bracelet that you speak of, we do not have any records here."
And
At
I
this
just flip
moment.
them off.
Yes, because you didn't resist. And he goes,
Yes.
"How very rude of you."
I'm sorry, it's the bracelet.
Hmm.
It is.
You're gonna try it.
There is a
Weird.
myth about it. There are supposed to be many pieces to this. There was someone who was sealed in artifacts. That's as far as I understand it.
Thank you, and I'm sorry.
About teaching someone how to read, you seriously come to the archives of Ionia City, trying to find a children's book?
No. math?
We
It's a
do
problem.
have that.
Yeah,
And he
It's the main.
he just snaps his fingers. A flame goes right at the beginning of the archive and removes a book. He then takes it within his hand, and the book just duplicates. And he gives one of them to you.
Torbjorn is very excited about receiving this book.
You will need someone to teach you, though, because, well, you cannot read.
Yeah,
Torbjorn glances at Bridal. Like,
can take care of that.
okay, thank you.
Very well. Who would have thought a student of the Star Child teaching someone how to read? What a waste of talent. And he just turns back and goes inside the archive.
Torbjorn is just way too happy about it. Finally starting to learn how to read, so...
Alrighty. So, as you guys finish your things, what do you want to do, my dudes?
We need to head to the inn and sleep, right?
It
Is
is
it
still-
night already?
No, it would be like oh yeah, it would actually be like sort of dusk. We would be going into the evening now.
Yeah.
Okay.
So if you want to go to the inn, let me just tell you before you guys decide. There are two options. You have the very expensive one that you have already been told about, and there is another one that is a very, very cheap version of this inn that sits well in a... It's not in like the richer district. It's sort of in the more, average district of Ionia, where you guys could rest, and it is probably cheaper than the main one. It is called the Refuge.
Okay, I asked one of the Ionia people, where do they serve the best food? If it's on the rich one or if it's on the Refuge.
You asked this to one of a dude that's passing by, and he says, "Oh, that's definitely at the Sleepy Willow. They have this very expensive, like gourmet food. It's amazing." And as he's saying that, there's someone else passes by. "Oh, this guy's a fucking idiot. It's not there. It's at the Refuge. It's home cooked, cozy food. That's the place." And the other guy goes, "You just call me a fucking idiot?" And he just heads towards him, and they start like talking to each other and cursing at each other.
Okay, Torbjorn flips them both off.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Turns to Bridal. I think the Sleepy Willow it is. The Sleepy Willow. The Refuge it is, right?
I'm just nodding. Looking at the other agenda.
All right.
You wanna stop by the potions?
We still have money?
We need
We
to go
still
there
have
though.
some.
We need to pick up stuff that were enchanted or something.
Oh,
that would still take perhaps like another day for you to pick up, I think, right?
Oh, I didn't.
Oh, okay.
I didn't remember that we had something.
yeah.
That would
we
that would
can
take
go
like the next day maybe, or
Thank you,
Yeah, we can
Said.
go there later then.
all right. So you guys heading towards the Refuge?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. So as you go towards this structure, the Refuge is sort of a conjunction of huts that form sort of a flower-like structure, with a central hub. It's all connected at the center, which would be the tavern as you guys walk in. Behind at the front of the bar in that tavern, there is a Wolverine Vastaya with purple ears and white hair. She looks very young. Does any of you guys have health missing?
I do.
I have some. Yeah.
All of you do?
Yeah.
All right. As you
damage from Torbjorn.
as you approach this the bar
Gotta smell it? Wow.
and you look at the the tables are and the stools are all like coming out of the ground, almost wood woven. It's the common, more cozy Ionian sort of country like place. You know, there's just plants and vines everywhere. The light is this dim, bluish light that comes from these strange flowers that serve as magical torches. And as you go close to the bar, you look at her and she goes, "Oh no, you've been hurt. Please, allow me." And she jumps over the bar, and you guys all heal 4. Nine plus.
Oh, nice.
No, I'm fully
needed
healed.
Yeah, that's
thank you.
enough.
No, I only
You heal
needed
for
eight.
13
more.
points.
I needed just 9. 9 was enough. Thank you.
Nice.
As she sort of
Nice.
extends her hands towards you guys, and she sort of almost like passes them through your arms and your chest and the wounds that you had, the bruises, and they all just begin disappearing. Are you okay? What happened?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, I'm sorry. My name is Zenidar. I am the owner of the refuge.
Hi, Zenny.
Hello, Zenidar.
People come here to rest, and well, they seek refuge, and I help them. What are your names, if I may ask?
Well, I'm Thorbjorn, that's Mr. Braito, and that's Miss Sade.
I wave.
Oh,
Stuff.
oh, you're the Big Don Club.
Oh god.
Yeah.
Yes.
Ah, well, you can stay here, free of charge. You can rest here all you want. It would be my honor.
Thank you.
Thank you.
That's kind.
Well, it's not even comparable to your kindness to Ionia. Your legend precedes you.
Something in the back of
Legend.
Thorbjorn's mind goes, we might have had free rooms at the other end.
And you also need to flip her
I
off.
doubt it. Damn. I will cover for
Yep.
Torbjorn.
Nice!
I will understand the movement and I'll just put.
All right,
myself in
roll
front of
a
him.
dexterity check, both of you. Let's a contested dexterity check here for both of you.
No, but she's so nice!
I already rolled a natural 1, so you know.
Has
Ooh.
Thorbjorn
God damn it,
is
Torbjorn!
Yeah.
fighting the urge? Can I see? Can I perceive that and try to get the attention of the girl?
Make a charisma check to see if you grab her attention.
Oh, I'm great on those. Sure, just a straight check.
It's a straight charisma check to see if you grab her attention.
DM.
Yeah.
As soon as she mentions
Oh, hey.
the oh my god, blah, blah, blah,
Yeah.
does anyone like whoop?
All right, we'll handle that. We'll handle that in a second.
Okay. Yeah.
So Thorbjorn begins to like fight the urge. Braito, you notice it and you start like you're trying to talk to her and grab her attention, and you're just like, oh my god, you're so cool. Years and stuff. And Sade, you look and you're like, oh fuck. And you try to reach for him, but Thorbjorn just looks at you with this panic in his face, like he doesn't want to do this. And he just boop, flips her off.
And I go like, the ceiling here is so nice. Like, so goddamn nice.
And I'm like, oh, your finger isn't broken anymore. Good job.
Yes, it isn't broken anymore. Awesome.
And she goes like,
Don't mind him.
This finger was broken a few hours back, so I can't fold it. You see, it doesn't fold. So
make a
when I
deception check, Born.
Oh, fuck.
God, you should just.
I'm just having fun with this.
Fuck's sake.
15. Okay. 15.
She goes, well, do you want me to take a look at it?
No, it's okay. It's already healed. It just I don't have the movement back yet, so it will come. It will come by.
Oh, all right. Well, if there's anything else, if you wish to have food, I will bring it to whatever table you're in.
Oh,
And
yes. Food would be nice.
yes,
Thank you.
it's free of charge, and the room is on the other side. And she kind of points to the back, to one of those like sections that would be one of the petals of the flower that the refuge represents. And she gives you a key. Sade, as you are looking about, and she mentions the Big Don Club. I'm gonna say roll a perception check for me here, please, since you're like actively like looking for something.
I'm rolling so bad today. Jesus.
Okay. Everyone looks at you. Everyone in the room kind of looks at. Oh my god! They and you see like them all talking. Oh, it's them! It's them! So yeah, like literally everyone there. There's like about like I would say 6 to 7 patrons at that time. There's more walking in. But yeah, all of them kind of look and they're pretty amazed. There's Vastaya there. They're like, oh my god. And,
no nasty reactions then. Okay.
Not that you noticed, no.
Yeah.
All right. So.
Okay. At the table.
That's it.
So guys, what do we do now?
Yeah.
Where do we go? What do we do? Do we check?
Where do
What
we
do you
go
guys think
now?
about all that council
Oh yeah,
thing?
you still need to give your heads up to the karma
Yeah.
and say if you accept it or not.
I
think you should.
there's-
I think
Yeah.
you should accept. But then, do we go to Freljord? Do we go to check something on the commission board? Do we go roaming around?
I see we could do something, but we need to be careful now. I don't like the way that Aurelia and Akali are with Sade and Husn.
Same.
Oh, they want to recruit Van Gogh.
When Sade
Van Gogh?
mentions
Yeah.
when
I
Sade
ate on purpose.
when Sade mentions Von Goth, Torbjorn instantly clenches his fist. And
Except
Oh,
your middle
Van
finger,
Gogh.
because you can't bend it.
Yeah, and it goes into a really serious face.
Yeah, just look at him and said, yeah, exactly. And I said he wouldn't survive if he met us. So they decided we were against their plans. And here we are. I'm just done with life at this point, basically. I don't think we have enough time to go to like Freljord while we wait for Shen.
Yeah, I don't think so too.
I would like to go to Navari if
Oh.
it's your.
By the way,
Why Navori?
I found something about my species, and I would like to check it out.
sure.
Okay, how long is Navori
Is
away
that
from?
yeah? Is that far?
It's not far at all.
Yeah.
You would know, Sade, Diomi
Yeah.
Kailan is actually probably like just 2 days away from where you are right
Oh.
now.
Okay.
Navarre, you said, right?
Yeah. You guys are in, like, Navori is a whole region, right? The Ionia
Yeah.
city is
I
within
wanna
the
go to
Navori.
Omik Island,
Yeah, exactly.
Which is the fourth in Navari, but I just
Exactly. It's 2 days away. You would know this
Um,
because you guys have a map.
Yeah.
I had a talk with Soraka itself. I think I should accept. And she mentioned sending someone to help me with my quest. I'm not sure. It was another student. So I'm not entirely sure how that will go, but probably someone is joining us.
Oh, another student of the Star Child?
Yeah, I don't know when or how, but yeah, Soraka must have her ways.
Okay.
But yeah, I was thinking on letting Karma know that I'm accepting, and maybe tell her that we are going to Novori then.
Is she
Well,
here though?
fine by me.
I can just talk to her anywhere
Oh,
right now.
oh.
Yeah.
Well,
Hell yeah,
that's
sending. Let's go.
powerful. Yeah, look at me. I'm strong.
okay.
Look at me, I can send telegrams now.
Okay. I just okay.
Cleric sending, man. Holy shit.
Please contact me at brightogamf at
Yeah.
extendedcleric.com.
Um, I could do it right now. Just yeah, sure. I'll start preparing and doing the
You're gonna
casting.
cast sending? Alright.
Yeah.
So guys, sending only allows for 25 words to be
Yeah.
said.
It says yes. Kisses.
Who
Right on.
who wants to be the designated counter of words for sending?
Not Thorian because he has already a finger up, and then that's the last one word.
God damn it.
I can do it myself if you guys want to.
Yeah,
All right, I'll do it. Let's go.
I can mark it here just so you guys. What?
I'm ready for it, bud.
I just want to show it.
Yeah,
No,
that's
it's not
solstice. Yeah, that's
Yeah, I'm choosing the wrong.
oh my god, this guy.
Dude, don't be like that. I'm just.
All right, go ahead.
Hi again.
But the doesn't count.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
does. It does
Yeah,
totally count.
I've chosen to accept the council propose.
Mm-hmm.
Going
We
to
are
Navarre.
thinking on going to Novori,
Okay.
related to Sade.
There's 4 left. There's 4 left right now.
Kisses?
Are you
From
pooping?
your right.
Are you pooping?
There's 1 left after that.
You pooping? No, I'm not saying that, dude. I'm
Okay.
just trolling.
That's a Jester reference right there.
Okay. For words, I'll say.
Kisses from right or
Oh.
so.
Kisses from Brighto XO.
Exo is
I
together.
like your tattoos.
Okay.
Just yeah.
Okay. All right. Some time passes, and a few seconds, and you hear within your mind. All right, you are officially an honorary member of the council. There is something in the notice board about Navori.
Win money and investigate, sure.
And thank you. Your staff looks
2 words
cool.
left.
That's cool.
It doesn't have to be 25.
It doesn't have to be 25. I'm just doing it because I want to join in on the fun. All right.
Okay. We might have a quest there, close to the Navori, so we should get a look in that.
In the morning, I guess.
Okay.
And under his breath, Brighto says, "She liked my stuff." Yeah.
All right.
I'm sorry, what now, Brighto?
The food is good.
We still haven't got it, but...
No? Oh, fuck. Yeah.
The food then comes right after that.
Oh, I was feeling the
You're
smell.
smelling. You're
Yeah.
smelling.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Okay. So, you guys eat up on your food. You go sleepy sleep, I assume?
No.
Nope, not yet.
No.
What do you want to do, Sade?
2 things.
2 things.
I wanna go in the alley, try to find someone to kill.
Oh, you want to kill someone?
Yeah.
All right.
I don't know if you are like. I'm guessing the reference from the description you gave. I think it's kind of like in the corners of the town. So.
Yeah, it is sort of in a poorer district. Yeah. Roll a perception check for me.
How's the hobo situation in Ionia?
Okay, that one was too fucking much. You take
God damn it.
16 points of psychic damage
Yes,
before you go to
please.
bed.
I mean, it's a D12 and now it's 16.
It's
You're mad.
it was two D12s, and I rolled low, so yeah.
At least it didn't faint. You know that would have been.
All right, so let me see here.
I mean, say just don't grab your closest monk, okay? Thank you.
Again.
Okay. So as you're walking, you see, in an alleyway, a very, very sort of.
I would like to control it if possible, but.
Yeah. You see in the alleyways, just a random dude who seems to be. He's sort of in these like more tattered clothes, sort of like poorer looking, and he's.
You're making me feel bad.
He's sort of writing something on the wall.
Oh,
What is-
I almost thought he was okay. Never mind.
No, thank God. Yeah.
All right,
Okay.
you would want to try to control it here, right?
Yeah.
All right, I will allow you to do that if you roll really high. Roll a wisdom check for me.
Wisdom check. It's above. Yeah.
Just a straight
I'm rolling
wisdom.
badly today.
Oh, nice one.
Which tier do you want to pick?
Just memory. I don't. It can be the max, but just not kill. It's just the thing.
If you choose the last tier with the control you have of it so far, you will kill the man.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Tier 3 then.
All right, the one that steals 10 years away from the guy. All right.
It takes memories too, right?
Yeah, exactly. You approach this man.
Nothing.
I assume stealthily, right?
Yeah.
So roll a stealth check for me
roll,
too.
yeah.
Let's rolling. All right.
Jesus
You are like walking in the middle of the street. You kind of like look around and then just vanish to the alleyway, and you grab onto his neck and sort of begin floating your hands around his head behind him, and you feel the life being drained from him and into yourself. The memories you steal away from this guy are very sad. This
Not
was
helping.
probably an 18-year-old kid that was drawing. He aspired to be an artist, and he was drawing, on walls to practice and see the people's reactions. He would always do it in places that wouldn't bother too many people. He seemed like a good kid. And he's just, had this practice. You see, memories of him since a little kid, just drawing on the ground, playing, when he would play in the sand or the dirt. He would do like small drawings of the symbol of Ionia.
Bad person said.
And as you sort of pull back and gather all of these memories, you leave quickly without him noticing. And as you kind of look when you're retreating, he looks like, he looks like he knows something happened, but he's not quite sure what it was. But you do get what you wanted, so.
Is it a full one?
Yeah, you get a full one out of this.
You could have
Can
taken
I
only a
understand
year.
the what he's drawing?
Right now, he is drawing a jade
dick.
Well,
Yeah,
he's
I
drawing
saw
a
before
jade the
that.
dragon, but as you were absorbing his essence, it kind of looks like a penis now.
He didn't become less of an artist just because of that, sir.
No, he was just like, he was drawing, and then like his hands started moving randomly as you were like messing with his head, and it came out a penis. But Seda, in absorbing 10 years of this man's life, you feel pretty confident in your artistic endeavors right now.
Oh, okay. Cool. understand art now. Cool. Yeah, I just want to go back then and
just to make sure you get the proper visual, Sade. This is like half dragon, half a penis. This is what is happening. There's like a dragon with scales, right? And then it stops at half, and then there's a wang. I'm just making sure you know.
It's a cock dragon.
I'm sure he can save it, you know, and I will shake it in the morning just to see the end result.
All right.
You're gonna shake it in the morning?
Check it, not shake it, you idiot.
Shake. Okay.
It's a cock dragon or a dragon or
a drock. It's a drock.
All right, guys.
I want to meditate before sleeping.
All right. Anything specific, or you just want to,
yes,
find some peace?
No, because we did have information on Iskalar's journal, but the only information I have, at least noted here, is that it was a couple that was Aphos and Kino.
Yeah, Aphos and Quino, yes.
Quino, there, sorry. Yeah, I wanted to understand if maybe they are kind of the same as kind of like Imelo and Selena, even though Imelo wasn't decided type of thing. And I don't remember. I think so, right, or something. Or they were dead. I think they were alive, right?
Quino and Iphos?
They aren't like missing or something. They were, like,
last you've heard, Iskalar, in the journal they say they're missing.
Yeah, that was it. Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, I just wanna think about that and everything in the journal, basically.
All right.
And what that means also to Ari. And then Irelia and Akali, and I'm just like, what the fuck am I doing in my life? And
all right. As you think about this whole situation, Sade, and you recenter yourself, I'm gonna need you to make a wisdom check because of your hunger thing. Even though you've already eaten. Yeah, you've already eaten, but I'm saying about for the next day, because I assume you would do like this as you are going to sleep.
Yeah.
So
terrible.
As you sort of think about all that's happened, it's been strange. Irelia's acting, it matches her previous way of acting, in battle, but it seems like it's enhanced, and it's very, 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 very strange situation. It just doesn't feel, it does feel like her to an extent, but it doesn't sit well with you that she would be so different after all of this time, and it hurts you. And all of these newfound things, all of these discoveries that you've made, you finally feel that you freed yourself from one place and you now are in the right path to figuring out, where you come from and who you are. It seems there's a few pieces missing, but you're in the right way. You're in the right path. There's a feeling of comfort as you take yourself to sleep, and you eventually go into the night, drifting off. All right, so you guys fall asleep, I assume. You guys all go sleepy in your rooms. She gave you the chance of either having one room for everyone or having rooms separately. She's just giving you everything. So the morning comes, the sun shines bright in the sky once more. You guys wake up and meet up outside of your rooms. And as you eat breakfast, what do you wish to do?
Is Zenidar there?
Zenidar is there, in fact, yes.
Is she talking to anyone?
Right now, no. She's just sitting at the bar.
I wanna go talk to her.
All right.
So, morning.
Good morning.
By any chance, did you meet someone similar like me? in the past 2 weeks? Just out of curiosity.
She kind of looks behind you and looks at your tails, and then looks at your ears, and she kind of signals you to come closer to her. Do you go closer?
Yeah.
All right.
I'm still using the cloth every time, but I show it. Don't worry. Yeah.
All right. She kind of takes the hood a little bit back just to see.
Yeah.
Oh. Well, she was very. She. Make a persuasion check.
Sorry.
All right, you
it's
rolled.
plus 3.
You rolled a 10, a 13.
It's a 13. Sorry, I was.
No, it's all good.
Wrong.
It's all good. It's all good. It's all...
I wasn't very low.
She goes. I'm sorry, but I can't say.
You're kind of saying it.
Ah, no.
Yeah.
I don't know. And she kind of goes all red and looks the other way.
We can talk later, and I just wave and go to the table.
All right. So, what do you guys wish to do now?
Let's check for the board.
All right. So you guys make your way to the entrance of the building of the Ionian Council, and there's sort of a desk with someone like sitting there, like looking very bored. There's like this guy with his hair tied up in a bun, and he's just like looking at, looking up to the sky and just almost falling asleep with his feet on top of the desk. And then there's the commission board to the side. As you guys approach this commission board, you see there, or notice board, you see there a couple things. First one, you see a little piece of paper that says strange cloud drinker occurrence close to the Omikayalan. And under it, it says the reward of 550 gold. Then there's another one that says investigate the Ionian-controlled fighting pits on the southwestern coast of the main island. Then another one, and the reward is 1,000 gold. Then you see another one that says investigate underground criminal activity within Ionia City, signed by Irelia. And the reward here is 1,250 gold.
That's from Irelia, right?
It is signed by Irelia there, yes.
Okay.
If you have any questions about them, you could probably ask the guy. Seems to
The
be like
one close to Navori would be the first one, right?
be the first one, yes. You can ask any additional information to the guy on the, on the side on the desk, almost sleeping.
What was it?
It is investigating the strange cloud drinker occurrence within close to the Omikayalan. The cloud drinkers are those sort of like shellless turtle-like creatures that fly above that you guys saw as the Ionian Council room rose up to the sky. In order to give you more detail of that, as you like grab onto the paper and you kind of show it to the guy goes, the guy looks at it and okay, not a morning, dude. Give me 1 second. So, from what I understand, like 2 weeks ago, I can't recall. I think it was 2 weeks ago. This was reported that there was a cloud drinker that looked very skinny and was dead at the entrance of the Omikayalan. No one knows what this is, so they've ordered me to investigate it, or to ask someone to. I mean, to be honest, I put up just some random price there or some random reward. Pretty sure that if you find this out, you can get more from someone else. I don't know, man. I'm not the boss, you know. It's usually what's her name? The Blade Lady that handles these things. I'm just, you know.
Irelia.
Yeah, that one. I'm just here, you know. It's kind of my thing.
So I report this one to Irelia too?
Well, you report it to me. I'll make sure you get the reward. I don't know. I'm just saying that if you go inside and you talk to someone after you complete it, it's like I've seen people like get more, you know, for doing it really correctly. So that, yeah. I don't know, man.
You're really good at your job.
Where can we get a map or something?
A map. Well,
We have one?
Yeah, I think so.
You have a map of Ionia, yeah.
Oh, we do. Okay, never mind that.
Well, if the entrance to the
maybe other
Omikailon, I mean, do you have a map there? I can point it. I can point the place.
Yeah, sure. Who has the map though?
You?
It has to be you, probably.
Me? I don't have it on the equipment. That's why.
It's you, Brido.
You probably have
a
it.
map,
Okay,
you know?
I'll
You
get
got it
here.
like at the
Sorry.
start. So as the guy,
Yeah.
as you like show him the map, he points to you like the location and grabs like a sort of a pencil thing, and he just circles. It's right there. It's right there. It should be around that area. You guys just look for it, and if you find it and you know what happened there, like if you're smart enough to like figure out what like probably dozens of people haven't figured out yet, you know, awesome, dude. Yeah.
So how do we say we wanna do this task? Do we need
Well,
to
you just talk to me, and I'll just put it right here, and I'll wait for you to come back. You guys, who are you guys? What should I put it on? BDC.
No,
What does BDC stand for?
no,
It's
It just-
black card. Black card.
BDCD.
No, wait.
Wait, is it BDC or BCD, bro?
No, wait. It's
BCD.
ABC.
It's black card.
Look,
ABC, no,
I
it's
just woke up like 40 minutes ago, and you guys are like talking too much.
It's
Black
ABC.
card.
It's ABC.
Anonymous Bastards Company.
All right, I'm gonna go with what the monk said.
ABC.
So ABC, Anonymous Bastards.
Yeah, company.
What company? Anonymous Bastards. Why would you? Whatever.
Because we are bastards and anonymous. So.
Nah. That
we
makes.
keep each other company.
That makes.
You
That makes
you never
sense.
saw us, and Brighto starts doing like this.
Bro, I mean, at this point, I'm not even sure if I'm hallucinating you. Yeah, I'm probably dreaming in my bed, and I'm just doing, you know.
Yeah, you probably are.
I probably am. Well, if this is a dream, then and you look at him, and he's just look. You look at his face, and his face like locks up, and he's like, you know, it seems like he's gonna let out a huge fart. He's just like,
no. I start to leave.
I can't fly, man. How can I not control my
Yo, dude.
dreams?
You're flying.
I'm flying.
You're flying.
All right, whatever.
You're flying the fuck away from my side, and I turn away and run.
And you flip him off as you're
didn't
doing that.
roll for the.
No, it's a new day. It's a new day.
It's a new
All right, you gotta roll. Yeah, you gotta roll.
It's
Wisdom, a wisdom save. Yeah, and I have to roll charisma. Oh shit. Please. Fuck.
yeah.
You resist everything today. I rolled a natural one.
Okay.
Nice.
So
Let's go for the.
you take the first one into the Omikailon.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just tell him like, yeah, that's the spot. I wanted to go. Looks perfectly.
All right. So you
To
guys,
the apothecary.
you guys, okay? You're still going to the apothecary. Gotcha. So you go there. The enchantment. What did you have that you wanted to be enchanted? I can't find it on
It
my
was a
notes.
necklace or something. I don't
Yeah,
even
it was
remember.
the necklace. I think.
For what did you want it to be enchanted for? I can't fucking find it on my notes.
It was bright also.
Oh, by the way, Onion, last night I wanted to attune to my ring.
You can, 100%.
Yeah.
All right, gotcha. Let me see.
Oh shit! I should have gone with the dragon one.
I can't fucking find the notes on what it was that you wanted to be enchanted. You left some. You left the armor to be
Mine was there, yeah.
yeah, in Lady Zune's to be ornate with the feathers and the scales from.
Just got plus 5 HP.
And I also wanted to ask if there was a way to, because I got poison or something.
Yes, and she was making a small dart for you as well. A small poison stinger, yeah.
Yeah, and I wanted to ask if she could enchant, because my arrows now appear on the other bow, on both bows. If I could understand some way to enchant with the poison that I have. If I could learn it.
All right, so in order to enchant something to be poisonous, this would take a tremendous amount of gold and a lot of time. In order to drench the poison into something, it's much simpler. But for an enchantment to a proper poison enchantment for something to naturally give out poison, it would take.
No. What I mean is basically like, because I can't like do that for every hour.
Yeah, that's what I mean. You would have to like enchant the actual bow to have an extra.
To go to the, automatically go to the pouch where the poison is.
It would have to be. It is a complicated enchantment. It would take a lot of gold and a lot of time. Yeah. But she does give you your armor. And now you see in the breastplate, in the area that covers your Tata region, you see the white dragon, cloud dragon scales, sort of coming up, almost surrounding the patterns that the armor had of the mists and stuff. It's now like all contoured with these dragon scales, and on your shoulders, the feathers of the wings of the cloud dragon now come out and extend outwards. So it has your the flare from the cloud dragon that you wanted. What was the other things that you guys wanted to get? We can get this through this quickly because it's just buying and stuff.
We had some. What were the options though?
Okay,
I don't remember.
All right. So for the potions, right, is what you mean?
Yeah. We had a lot, and we wanted some.
Yeah, one was the instant death, I think.
All right, so you have the Death Sense Breath, which is the bottle of poisonous gas that was 100 gold each. He has 2 bottles of that. You had the Ew Spew, which was the 5 gold each. It's the thing that forces people to puke. And you had all of the elixirs, Iron, Wrath, and Sorcery. And you had the Snooze Booze, which was 65 gold each. It would make people sleep should they consume it. Plus, there was the Volcodalc Acid, the Bloodroot Poison, which Sid already bought a few, a Potion of Fire Breath, greater Potions of Healing, the greater version, and regular Potions of Healing.
I don't know, guys. What do you want? I have gold. I have 900. So
I think the sleeping ones are good.
the sleeping has to be consumed, though. That's
even though we can do something stealthy with that. You can even
that sounds sketchy.
We can even grab one of them or drop something in someone's drink. It's always an option. It's better to have the option than.
True.
And I think the poisonous cloud is also a good one. Fuck, even the puking one too. Get past guard.
No, the puking. No. That's just a troll. How much is it? The sleeping one.
Snooze Booze is 65 gold each. He has 2 bottles right now.
We get one of those?
Would the person have to consume the whole bottle?
The description of the item you can find in D&D Beyond. I'm pretty sure I they don't need to consume the whole thing, but I can check for it. Let me check for it. This thing real quick.
Oh, snooze booze.
Snooze booze. Alright.
Three drops,
3
of
drops.
this liquid
Yeah.
enough.
Oh, how many
That's
drops?
what I meant. Each thing can probably, each bottle would probably be good for, I would say, around 10 uses.
Yeah, then one bottle is more than enough.
Pride of eyes all.
Sure.
All right, so
I'll get one of the snooze booze then.
that is mark off 65 gold.
Yep.
Anything else?
More. We could get some potions. It's always useful.
I think
so
we already bought potions.
yeah, but
I
we
already
can
bought.
get more. We don't need the money though.
I have.
How much is it? Each one?
Okay, so potions of healing is 50
I have
gold.
2.
Greater
If you can buy me more, sure.
greater is 100 gold each.
Yeah, we
I
can
have
get
one
like 2.
greater. I have one greater with me.
They will get. We will get out of them real quick, and we will not have a way to get more. So
Yeah,
we
true,
could.
okay.
We
I
could
have
just,
1 greater and I have 2 normals.
Knowing
have
this
like-
dungeon master, I'm pretty sure we're gonna run out quick.
Yeah.
We gonna die
I
soon.
have only-
Ah.
Remember when
one.
we went to Iskalar's house and we got a lot of potions and stuff? Yeah, we
Yeah.
have.
We used
None of those,
3. We used 2
probably.
out of 3, you know. There's
We
Yeah.
still have one of those.
Yeah, but
vials,
I'm not
right?
sure if it's
There's
Same.
still one of those
Considering-
vials. Yes.
considering when Torbjorn rolled.
Considering onion.
Yeah, I think the last one is kind of the cursed one, but
yeah.
sure, you can go ahead.
I'll get 2 of the two
Get
potions.
two,
The
get
graters.
Get 2 graters and 2.
Oh, the iron one. The iron one were temporary, right?
Yeah, temporary hit points. I believe 15 temporary hit points on the elixir of iron.
15.
Yeah.
We could get some of those too.
Yeah.
Those are 85 gold each.
How many?
Is that a-
He has you bought one last time, I believe. So he has 2 left.
I'm not sure, but yeah.
He has 2 left.
Okay. We could get those 2. It's 170, right?
So it's 85 gold for the elixir, for each elixir of iron. What else are you getting?
2 there. So we get 2 iron and 2 greater healing.
All right, so
Sure.
that
It's
means
not much,
that's
it's-
370 gold total.
Yeah. Okay.
Just let me know if I keep any of those. Just a point.
I think Thorbjorn. Oh, I don't know.
I have 1 greater,
Fine.
and that's it.
Then yeah, you take
Uh,
it.
you
I'll
can
give you
give-
1 greater.
You can give
So you keep one?
You can give
The
iron-
elixir, I think it's better for.
Yeah, you can give to Sade because Sade has less HP than all of us.
Yeah, but the iron potion is better for her than the healing potion. That it's temporary. It
Yeah.
always it's max. So
Yeah, then you can buy two more normal potions. I think.
she has to. There's no need
I
for
already
that.
have
Yeah.
2. Yeah.
Yeah, but
And I'm
then
still here, dude. Fuck.
He has the armor of the caretaker now, dude.
Yeah, dude. I'm broken on the heels though.
Nice.
Okay.
Fucking hell, dude. Fucking zooms, man.
That was so perfect.
So yeah, I'll give 1 potion of healing, the greater one, to Thorbjorn, and
Okay.
1
And
iron
what?
elixir to.
Elixir of iron.
Got
Yeah.
it. Okay, got it.
Alrighty. So you guys shop for that. Are you now heading towards the towards Amikailan to see the thing?
Okay.
We still have a cart, right? With
Yeah.
It's in Pubo. You came here
Pubo.
through teleport.
Teleport.
Oh yeah.
All right. So as you guys head up towards the stables to try to find a way to
I
Go.
hope number 3 is okay.
It'll be fine.
you see these stables are quite strange. These stables don't have war axe. They don't have regular mounts. They have tigras
Oh.
with saddles on them. And there is one that is pretty cool. You know, the tigers, you remember them with like the sort of white fur and the red stripes. This one is black with purple stripes. He looks pretty sick.
I'm gonna call him Puffy.
And as you walk there, so we don't have to roleplay this because it's kind of useless. This is a mount shop.
Oh.
So you may buy mounts here for all of you. There's a guy there, sort of you know, darker skin tone with graying hair. Here you can buy these tigras. Each of them will come out at 350 gold. If you want to have the purple one,
We don't have the money.
that's 750 gold.
Oh, I wasn't thinking on fucking buying mounts, dude.
We just won.
If you want just a regular war axe and a cart, that will come at 15 gold.
Yeah.
How
Yeah, we want that.
about a cart and 2 tigers?
No.
No, dude, you don't have
No
money for the
money, no.
tigers.
Just don't.
Just
waste it.
don't.
No,
I
don't
want my
waste it.
Buffy.
Don't.
Dude,
Just
don't,
wave at
dude.
it.
Leave
You know,
Buffy
pat
alone.
it and
It's not Buffy.
it's Buffy.
Buffy. Buffy.
Yeah.
As you
Leave
pass
Scruffy
by, they
alone.
kind of like
Don't.
growl. All right, so you buy the war axe with a cart
Yeah.
attached.
Do I recognize something of that purple one because of all the
No,
the
it seems
encounters
you know
already
that
had?
it's very rare. That's what you know.
Okay.
It is a very rare
Is it like
occurrence.
looking okay kind of thing?
They're looking super healthy. The purple
Okay.
one is bigger than all the others. Kind of seems
Yeah,
like
that's
an
a good
alpha.
Yeah.
His teeth are huge and come out of his
I just
mouth.
started like
Okay, I wanna pet. I
Nice.
wanna pet the purple one.
Animal
trying to
handling.
lose his hand.
All right, as you pet him, he kind of like just lets you, but he seems to be on guard, but he's just letting you pet him.
Oh, I want. I
All
want
right.
this one.
750 gold, Torbjorn.
No, we're going on the
All right,
cart.
so you guys get the cart. You get 1 or 2 war axe to pull. It would be around the same price.
2 then, I guess.
All right, two
Yeah, 2 probably.
2 war axe. You gather your rations.
It's quick.
If you want to buy food for like these 2 days, it will come at like, I would say 5 silver. If
Yeah.
you want to make it like you know, shitty cheap food. If you want like something real good, it would come like at a gold.
I
I'll-
still-
we get the gold one.
I still
Alright.
have rations from day 1.
I don't need.
So
Alright.
I have 2 rations though. I don't
Yeah.
have much.
All
but
right, so there you go. You guys buy the food, and it's
How
pretty.
much is it all?
It would be a gold 5 silver. Oh no, I mean 16 gold 5.
Plus the
Yeah, 16 gold 5 silver.
Okay, I'll get that.
You guys walk outside of town. There won't be much need for roleplay, you know, just for the purposes of time. Let's say you can find something to eat,
Eh!
and you guys reach the place. It's very easy to find because there's a whole clearing in the trees at the entrance of the Omikailan. You can feel the magic coming from the forest ahead of you, Sade, and lying sort of just outside, you see the lifeless body
It's still there?
still there, not eaten at all by anything, just surrounded by a few, you see like a few sort of fox-like creatures. It's not very, they're different from a fox. They have like these huge ears, and they have 3 legs. I mean, they would have 2 additional legs, 1 on each side. You know, the 3rd leg is their penis, and they're just circling it, and as you approach, they like scatter. There's a few birds on top of it that scatter when you approach, and the body is shrunken down. It's skinny to the bone, really, this sort of turtle-like creature. Sade, I'm gonna need you to make a nature check with advantage, and Brighto, you may make a nature check as well. Thorbjorn, if
Thank
you want to
God I
make
have
if you want to
advantage.
make one, you can make one too.
Nature?
Yes.
Wait a minute, please, a good
That's
roll. Yay!
All right, so Sade, you look at that. Thorbjorn, you look at that, and you go at the same time. Its essence has been consumed, and you recognize your own power, the
Shit.
usage of your own ability on that cloud drinker. And you think about the time when they
2 weeks
spotted this,
ago.
and the
Yeah.
time where someone that looked like you passed on the archive. And it seems you are on the trail of your friend Ari.
Hi.
And
Mission
that's
complete.
where we're going to end
Easy
today's
500.
episode.
Easy 500 gold.
And this is where we're going to end today's episode.
And then we can take these guys inside and get more gold and buy Puffy.
No, we're not buying.
All right. So,
So,
episode is over. This week we're going to have another one on Saturday. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm kind of getting the combat itch. I want to kill you guys. So who knows what's gonna happen in the next one? But
ready.
but yeah,
Fight against Ari too. That would be cool.
there we go. There's
We will die.
I'm curious for the next fights because we got a really good level up, and Onion is preparing something stupid just to fucking with us.
I
And
wonder
we know
what
that.
I have in store for you,
Yeah, dude.
BDC.
Fuck off, dude. Get away.
But yeah, you guys got some more lore drops. This is these episodes are kind of slower because this is a setup for shit that can happen in the future. I hope you guys enjoyed your lore nuggets and all of the stuff that the upgrades you've got in the recent episodes, because you're gonna need them. Yeah, man, that was cool. Anything you
That
guys
was
wish to say?
kill. It was a kill episode.
No, you're cool,
Yeah.
bro.
A lot of lore
No, you're cool.
again.
It is. Sometimes, man, you got to do it. And I've been holding on to a ton of stuff for a long time.
And now you're letting it go. Let it go.
So now I'm letting go these pieces of things, and it's like I've been telling. Tutorial
really
ended
like
with Iskalar. Now it's
I
the
really
real
like
shit.
the reference to the
Ah,
Bard story.
Lol.
Reference the Bard
tutorial.
story?
Lol.
Yeah. There's more. There's
And but it almost died 2 times. Okay, cool.
Yep, that was my tutorial part to gauge what you guys could do. Came from there.
Bullshit.
Now shit's gonna get real. Bullshit. You think it was bullshit?
Yeah, I know.
You just
The
wait. You
tutorial-
just wait.
In the tutorial, we got wiped out like almost 3 times. Fuck off.
Yeah, it's preparation. Do you know how Dark Souls tutorials are, bro? Have you ever played it?
No, I fucking hate that game. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you're supposed to die a bunch of times before you figure it out. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. I hope Chad enjoyed it too. Don't forget, this Saturday there is another one. We will tell you the time. We'll announce everything as soon as you can. This episode will be available on the YouTubes Friday, because I can't post it tomorrow because of the Twitch thing, exclusivity thing. So it will be available on Saturday. I mean Friday.
Uploaded and scheduled to release on.
That's the fucking same thing, bro.
Yeah.
No, it's not.
Okay. Anyway, I want to thank the cast once more for playing alongside me in this crazy story. I really do enjoy our sessions, and I love D&D, so thank you for that.
I
really
wanna know who the fuck is the doofus friend of Brighto from Mount Targon.
You want to know who the doofus
I
friend
have
is?
a fucking big guess for that one.
I
Is it-
wonder who that's gonna
I
be,
wonder
man.
who.
But is it gonna be another healer? I mean,
I need a healer.
It has Lunari and Solari blood. That is all that you
Yeah,
know.
Lunari is way more aggressive.
I wonder who that friend is. All you know is his name is Eclipse, and that Bryzo is the only one that knows.
That's a cool name, though.
But I mean,
Eclipse.
if he's a student of the Star Child, isn't he a healer?
Well, Brian
You have to find out and see,
That
my
means
friend.
Nothing.
That means nothing. All right, so yeah, thank you guys so much for playing, and thank you chat for watching and keeping up with all the craziness that we put out here. You guys are pretty cool.
Thanks,
and
guys.
for joining midweek too.
Yes, that is actually true, and we're already ending like kind of late, so yeah, thank you for all the patience. Also, I would like to end this stream saying that I have dropped a total of 69 frames on this episode, exactly 69 during the whole stream.
Awesome. Fucking awesome.
Nice. And yeah, that is it. It's actually pretty good because I usually drop like thousands, so I'm happy.
Nice.
But yeah, thank you guys so much for everything. Thank you for all the continued support. We will continue doing this forever, ever and ever until they die. I hope we have.
Fate already took 10 years out of Thorbjorn, so if we go by the same pace,
Sade's secret goal
11.
is Sade's secret goal is
again, bitch.
Sade's secret goal is to make you 69 years old.
Oh yeah.
That's her secret goal, and then you hit your power spike.
Bro, monks get stronger as age goes.
There you go, power spike.
I mean,
I
yeah,
don't age,
if you're an
I level
Asgardian
up.
monk, I guess.
I don't age, I level
Like
up,
Yasuo's
bitch.
that get power spike at 0-10.
Yeah, he's a Yasuo player. Gets the power spike at 069. All right. Anyway, guys, thank you so much. We're gonna end the episode here. Roll out the intro outro thing. We'll see you Saturday. Take care.
Bye.
Bye bye.